I'll be sharing my actual training site, and we will be seeing how things are done. So I am from Kerala, and my college is Marian College. This is an autonomous college, and this is in a hill station, in a beautiful hill station, and we enjoy the climate here. And when it we have a teaching training institute here. We call it as Marian Institute for Innovative Teaching, Learning, and Evaluation. And usually we conduct a lot of training programs in Moodle and other learning management systems. And we also associate with the Center for Holistic Teaching Learning, Hong Kong Baptist University, for bringing innovations into teaching learning. We use the technologies, especially the augmented reality-based learning technologies here. And when this COVID lockdown was announced by government in India, it was announced all on a sudden. One day, government decided that we are going to lockdown. And the governments were requesting the teachers to move to online platforms. And then we realized that most of the teachers, they are not able to move to the online platforms because they are not trained in this. Because in India, the online learning platform is slowly picking, and the teachers were still, but they were doing all the classes with their conventional classroom teachings. So all on a sudden, when teachers were requested to move to online platform, they were not ready to they were not able to meet the challenges. Then our institute, Teaching Learning Institute, we decided that we will offer training programs for not only for our teachers, because they somehow they were comfortable with Moodle and other technologies. So we thought we will offer the training for our teachers as well as for the teachers from other institutes also. Then we created 3 courses: a Moodle course, Basic Introduction to Moodle, and a training on Moodle website creation, and then a video content creation courses. So 3 online courses we offered in Moodle platform, and this became very successful. We had still teachers are joining. At present, we have 400 participants from all across India and from Bhutan. And yesterday we had a participation even from Ethiopia. So like this, we are offering training programs. I'll be going to the actual training site once I finish this slides. And then the second experience in teaching learning on online mode is the Coimbatore Institute of Technology, which is a very prestigious government engineering college in Tamil Nadu, India, in association with the Technical Education Quality and Improvement Program of Government of India. They went for a massive training for the teachers, online teachers, and they were training teachers for developing Moodle website. 2 days in continuous training program for the teachers, so that they were able to develop the Moodle website. And just to show you the significance or the ability of online teaching mode, how effective it is, I am just sharing the feedback we received. So we had 81, we collected it through Mentimeter, and among the 81 participants who gave us the feedback, 60 were giving excellent feedback. So within 2 days, they were able to develop a Moodle site, and they were able to offer their courses online. So this way, very effectively, we can utilize the online platform for teaching the trainees. And then I will also be discussing about little bit of student responses about online teaching, because all on a sudden, we moved from a classroom teaching to online teaching, and we are offering our training programs through Moodle, and we conducted a survey among our students to know how effective is the online teaching, and all on a sudden they are on online mode. The teachers are online mode, and we conducted a survey, and the findings of this survey also I'll be sharing with you after this PowerPoint presentation. And when we come to the challenges in online teaching, because especially in India, this side of the world, this online teaching and moving to online learning platforms, it is a new experience for the students as well as for the teachers. And when we had this kind of experience, we thought of thinking about the challenges, and we discussed with the students, and their complaints are like this, or the challenges we feel. We feel that these are the challenges: too much engagement of the students and teachers, because when they are at home, the teachers and the management, they have a feeling that all are free, And without having a proper schedule, the teachers are offering courses and assignments. So they feel that they have too much of engagement, and connectivity is a big issue for some of the students, because they may not be having enough connectivity for attending the online meetings. Then student retention is a big issue, because the teachers may be creating videos. They will be taking all the efforts for creating lengthy videos. But if you go for the analytics, we can see that the students are actually watching the videos for 6 minutes or 7 minutes. After that, they are not watching. So student retention and engaging the students on online platform is a big issue. Then assessment is also a concern and challenge, because they are at home, they are away from us. So especially in India and Kerala, we give a lot of importance for formal assessments, and especially the end semester examination. So conducting an assessment, especially the end semester examination and all, it is going to be very difficult for us now. But again, we are coming up with solutions. We are clubbing Moodle and Zoom, and they have to be in a Zoom meeting. At that time, they have to write. And sometimes we even ask the parents to be present in the assessment area, so that they will be at least serious. So that way we are managing the situation. And conducting lab sessions is also a challenge now these days. And computer related subjects we can manage, but some other very peculiar subjects like chemistry or physics, where we have to conduct practical sessions, still we have problems. So these are the challenges we face in online teaching. And when I was going through the questions raised by the participants before you attend this meeting, and many of you were raising concerns about how we can engage the students, how we can ensure student retention in our online classes. And I have few suggestions here. H5P is a very useful tool where we can add interactions into our video. We can even add questions. We can add multiple choice questions, fill in the blank type questions to your own teaching learning video, so that students will be engaged throughout the video. And this is very fantastic tool for improving the student retention, and this is absolutely free. And Mentimeter is a tool where we can have student engagement. If possible, we will also have a Mentimeter session immediately after this, so that, because you are listening all sessions and you are not participating in the discussions, and if time permits, we'll have a Mentimeter session immediately after this, so that you can also be a part of our this webinar. Then Padlet is another tool which is also teachers can use, where we can have the online discussions or mappings, just like Mr. Galvin was discussing. Suppose we want to make them engaging by taking part in mapping kind of activities, then you can use Padlet. And of course, Kahoot is there, a very interesting tool for conducting online quizzes in a very engaging manner. So these are the tools I can suggest for making your students engage throughout our online learning. And with this, I'll be going to our training site, so that I can show you some of the actual experience in how to train the teachers. And also I will share you the actual feedback we received from our teachers after attending our training programs. Also, the feedback we collected from our students, I will be sharing. So I'm just stopping this PowerPoint and I'm going back to the our online training site. So this is our online training site we created for teaching our teachers, as well as the teachers from other part of the world, India. And as also we offered this to some of the institutions outside India also. So we created this many courses. So this course, video content for video content creation, is we are training the teachers so that they can create their video content and it can be uploaded into YouTube after proper editing. So this is the course. And we offered a basic introduction to Moodle for all teachers, so that they will be familiar with Moodle. And finally, a Moodle website creation course, where the teachers can create their own Moodle website, and their content, they can be uploaded into a Moodle website. The assessment activities can be given, discussion forums can be given. And just for showing you how effective this training program is, how we can manage different situations. So this is our training site on video content creation. And the most important thing is we have to keep our participants engaged. So we have to give a feeling that we are with them. Then only we can ensure the retention. They will be motivated if they feel that we are with them. So with this, for keeping it in mind, we have we we have the resources here and PowerPoints, videos, everything we have here. And then small assignments are there. In first assignment, they have to create a small video and it has to be uploaded. And we made it a practice that within 3 hours, once they submit an assignment, within 3 hours, we will be sending back a feedback so that they will have a feeling that the teacher, the instructor is with them. So this is how we manage the assignments. And every unit in Moodle, we kept a discussion forum, and we can see so many discussions are happening in the discussion forum. So all the participants are raising their doubts, they are commenting, if they have some appreciation to be shared, they are appreciating, they have some doubts, they are raising these doubts. Here also, we answer this queries and discussions every morning, in noon, and in the evening. So at least three times a day, we are responding to the comments they raise in the discussion forums. This way, we are engaging our participants so that they will have a feeling that the instructor is with them. So this is about the discussion forums, very effective tool when we have the online teaching learning methods. And then we have included a session on S5P also, so that they can make their videos more engaging. So we have included video editing, and then they can have engaging, how to engage through S5P, so they can add interaction to their videos. And then finally, we are very happy that mostly our courses are taken by ladies. And these ladies, they are creating videos and uploading into website, and they are now taking online classes. So this is how we manage our participants, and we offer training programs. And while coming to the student side responses, we are offering all our training programs through Moodle. So we have the habit of offering online training programs through Moodle, and we give resources to our students through Moodle, and we also conduct the assessment activities through Moodle. And after having a full-time online learning experience in Moodle, previously they were coming to classroom, we were taking on the classes, lectures in classrooms, and we were using Moodle only for sharing resources and only for assessments, some of the assessments, not the complete assessments. And now they are completely moving into online platforms. So we conducted a survey among our students, and if we go through the responses, so majority of the students, they are now, this is their first complete online learning experience. So 73% of the students, this is their online learning experience. Then if you come to this part of the world, here still we have connectivity a big issue, because bandwidth is a big issue. So majority of the students feel that their bandwidth is a big issue for conducting online training programs. Then another very interesting finding is 85% of the students, they use their smartphones for attending online training programs. So here we have to keep in mind that only through smartphones, only through mobile phones, we will be able to manage the students, or we will be able to reach the students only through the smartphones. So we need to develop the sessions in such a way that it is smartphone enabled or smartphone compatible. So that way we have to be we have to keep it in mind. Then what kind of learning experience you prefer in the future? So most of them prefer a blended kind of, because they don't want completely online sessions. Somehow they want to interact with the teachers also. So this is a very important finding, that we need to be with them. So we have to get a feeling that we are with them. So if we are uploading online resources, suppose we are uploading pre-recorded videos, we need to conduct some meetings, Zoom meetings, or Facebook meetings with them, so that they will have a feeling that we are with them. Then the biggest challenge they face 55% of the students, the biggest challenge in online teaching is they feel that connectivity is a big issue. Then the next biggest challenge they find is interacting with the teachers. So we must be able to address at least teacher interactions we have to address. And when we offer online training programs, we must be giving a sufficient platform or sufficient avenues for teacher interactions. Then again, coming to the online, the preference of online resources, they don't like long, lengthy recorded videos of teachers. If we can give a brief introduction, and even after giving the brief introduction, if we can share the resources like PowerPoints or the lecture notes, they prefer that, because it is very difficult to engage the students with a lengthy video. So then this is the most preference, sharing resources like PPT and notes. They prefer, 48% prefer that. And then what type of videos you prefer? So there they prefer only very short videos. So this, we conducted the survey because we were uploading videos maybe 30-minute duration, 40 minutes duration. And after, when we go for analytics, we found that they are watching only for 7 minutes or less than 10 minutes. Then we conducted the survey. So this is a very good, very important finding, that when we upload some videos for students, we have to make it very short, crisp, and to the point.